Charter schools across Oregon are seeing major budget cuts as a new study shows they're receiving 50% less funding. Isabella Warren spoke with parents who say they feel ignored.
Public charter schools across the state are feeling the effects as funding continues to shrink. A new study from Eco Northwest shows funding for charter schools has dropped compared to public schools in Oregon, receiving less than half the funding per student.
My two kids that attend Bend International School should be getting the same amount of funding as any other two kids that are going to school within the district. So it feels unfair.
Besides being a parent, Vanna Miller helps raise money for the Bend International School's budget. Her and the Parents Board hold 3 fundraisers a year to make up for the K-8 school's 220 students.
That's a huge undertaking. Like the parents that end up spending their time on that, it's like having a second job, and nobody's got time for that in today's economic climate.
Critics of charter schools, like the Oregon Education Association, support nonprofit, publicly owned charter schools, but highlight the lack of accountability and transparency from many charters in the state, saying they drain money from public schools and choose profit over students' excellence.
It sinks my heart to think that they're getting half of the funding that other public schools in our state are getting. And I feel like I need to be an advocate and a champion and fight for better funding for them.
Barnes DeLocchia has taken on multiple roles at the school, including superintendent, executive director, and principal. She says public charter schools funding is restricted, with faculty taking a 10% salary cut.
We don't receive some of our title funds, some of our federal funds that are supposed to come to help us with our students who have most need.
Under current Oregon law, school districts are only required to send about 80% of funds received from general purpose grants from the state school fund to K-8 charter schools. Barnes DeLocchia is now asking for the state to change the law.
We need a change at the state level so that our families can focus on community and not have to be taking on things like fundraising. That's not their role.
Bend Lapine Schools told News Channel 21 in an email they plan on presenting district-wide budgeting issues to the state legislature next session, but Bend International School does highlight that they do have a good working relationship with the Bend Lapine schools.
So how many students attend charter schools in the state?
In the state, roughly about 25,000, but that's compared to almost 550,000 students that are going to public schools.
Wow, okay. Well, a hotly debated issue. Thank you, Isabel.